Section 12 of Birds, Volume 3, Number 3, March 1898. Recorded for LibriVox.org by M. Lee. The American Coot. Science, in its classification and naming of birds, has rendered it quite easy for anyone to recognize unmistakably anywhere any specimen we have pictured in our magazine. In some sections, this interesting duck is known as the mud hen, in others, the crow duck, in still others as the ivory-billed mud hen. But with the picture in hand or in mind, one need never call the bird any other than its correct name, the American coot. The European coot resembles it, but its average size is slightly larger, its habits, however, being in all respects like those of its American relative. Davy says that this is the waterfowl that the young sportsman persists in shooting as a game bird, but at a riper age he does not hanker after its flesh. The habitat of the coot is very extensive, covering the whole of North America, Middle America, and the West Indies, north to Greenland and Alaska, south to Veragua and Trinidad. The coot is a summer resident in large marshes and is not often rare in any marshy situation. It arrives the last of April and remains until the last of November. It nests at the same time as the Florida gallinule. See Birds, Volume 1, page 121, but shows a greater preference for reed patches, in which its nests are usually located, often in from 2 to 4 feet of water. The nests are generally larger than those of gallinules, and rarely composed of other material than the dry stalks of reeds and grasses. They are placed on the ground, just out of the water, or on floating vegetation. Sometimes immense numbers of coots breed together. The eggs are clay or creamy white, uniformly and finely dotted all over with specks of dark brown and black. From 6 to 12 eggs have been found in a nest. As winter approaches and the marshes and shallow pools become covered with ice, these birds congregate in immense flocks on the rivers and small lakes, and remain until cold weather closes the streams. Mr. Nelson says the coot has a curious habit when approached by a boat in a stream, rising often before the boat is within gunshot, and flying directly at the boatman, generally so near that it may be easily brought down. The abundance of ducks and other game birds has caused the members of this family to be but little molested, until within a few years, when amateur sportsmen, finding ducks difficult to obtain, and mud hens, as coots and gallinules are called, conveniently tame, have turned their batteries upon them and diminished their numbers about many marshes. In the more retired marshes, however, they still breed abundantly. These birds differ from the gallinules in being social, going in flocks, and in preferring the open water. They sport and rest on muskrat houses and bare places of land and dress their feathers there. During the breeding season they keep near their reedy cover, into which they quickly swim and hide in case of danger. They swim and walk with a nodding motion of the head. They are not expert divers, but go to the bottom when closely pressed and unable to fly. The flesh of the coot is dark and not good eating, and its feathers are not soft and downy. It is therefore not sought after by the pot hunter, nor considered a game bird by the sportsman, for which reasons, as well as the fact that the feathers cannot be used by the ladies for personal adornment, the birds are not shy and are easily approached. End of section 12. This recording is in the public domain.